Good morning, good afternoon, depending on which coast you are located. Thank you for joining us today on our webinar, Sri Lanka, timelessly known as the Pearl of the Indian Ocean, which will be presented by Walker Tours. My name is Anna Kamarar. I work with Emerging Destinations, and we are a boutique sales and marketing representation company in the US and Canada. Before starting with today's webinar and virtually travel to Sri Lanka, I will take a few minutes to present our company, Emerging Destinations, as well as to go over a few housekeeping notes to go over this webinar. Emerging Destinations, as I was mentioning before, is a boutique sales and marketing representation company in the US and Canada. The company is led by Jane Behrend, who is based in Atlanta, and we are a team of sales professionals in the travel industry, together with my colleague Jenna in Canada and Paula in the West Coast. Between the four of us, we are traveling across US and Canada, presenting the clients, the partners that we have in the portfolio to you, travel advisors and tour operators. As you can see on your screen now, this is our current portfolio of cool companies in cool places, like the way we like to call our partners. Basically, we represent different DMCs, hotels, lodges, camps, and a few destinations or tourism boards across Asia, Africa, Europe, and Central and South America. In the Asia continent, we represent Walker Tours, which is the DMC that we will be presenting today, as well as India Exotica Travels, which is a DMC doing India, Nepal, and Bhutan. In case you have any questions about any of the partners or clients that we have in the portfolio, and you can see their logos and names on the screen now, please feel free to reach out to me after this webinar. On the screen, you will find my email address as well as my WhatsApp number. That weird number is from Argentina. I'm based in Buenos Aires, in fact. So feel free to WhatsApp me or call me, and we can definitely schedule a private training session, either about the Emerging Destinations portfolio in general, or if you want to dive deeper in any specific country or client that we have in the portfolio, we can also schedule like customized training sessions for you and your team. We can also help you with any booking requests, digital materials, any kind of information or help you need with these destinations and companies. We are here for you, so please contact us and use us as your friend or assistant for your clients' bookings. You will also see on the screen that we have a nice new website that we are relaunching nowadays, emergingdestinations.com. I encourage you to visit our website, where you will find more information about the team, about our partners in the portfolio, and you also find the newsletters that we are issuing every month. You can also follow us on or subscribe to our YouTube channel, Emerging Destinations 156, where we are uploading all the webinars and training sessions we are doing. So on a rainy weekend, you can enjoy some of the recordings or webinars that we have done in the past. And you can also follow us on our Instagram account, Emerging Destinations. So we encourage you to follow us, to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to contact us every time you need anything from any of these amazing countries and companies across the world. A few housekeeping notes to go over today's webinar. This webinar is being recorded, so if you need to step away, if you need to answer the phone or go for a cup of coffee or for lunch, don't worry. We are recording this webinar, and we will be sharing with you all this recording by the end of this week, so you can rewatch the webinar again. On that follow-up email that we will be sending you in a couple of days, we will also include the presentation offered by Walker Tours and some digital materials. So please feel free to use them for your own sales and marketing purposes, as well as a good resource for you to go over every time you have a request from your clients about Sri Lanka. All attendees are mute, but at the end of this presentation, time permitting, we will be answering the questions that you may have. So please feel free to type those on the control panel on your right. In case we run out of time or we miss Richinda Fernando, who is the Deputy General Manager from Walker Tours that will be presenting the destination and the company today, don't worry, still type your questions on the control panel and we will make sure to pass them over to Richinda and he will answer them privately by email in the coming days, okay? So this is all from me on emerging destinations. As I was mentioning before, today we have Richinda Fernando, who will be presenting Sri Lanka and Walker Tours.
Hello everyone. I'm here to talk about Sri Lanka, timelessly known as the Pearl of the Indian Ocean. Before the start of the presentation, I would like to give a brief about myself. My name is Richinda Fernando. I've been in this industry and with Walker Tours. I'm attached to Walker Tours Sri Lanka. I've been in this industry for past 16 years. Currently heading the American and the Canadian market, along with the US and Canada. I'm heading the Far East as well. And I'm heading a team of passionate travel experts and of course there is a personalized experience according to the client's preferences. And I am a fan. Whenever my hobby would be, whenever I get a chance, I would head to national park. Sri Lanka is famous for leopards. The highest density for leopards have been reported at Yala National Park. So whenever I get time, I head to Yala just to see leopards. Not to photograph, but just to eyewitness. Okay, that's the brief about myself. And about my company, Walker Tours, our mother company is John Keels Holdings. John Keels Holdings have been in the country, been in the industry for past 150 years. So we Walker Tours are the destination management company of our group. And we have three brands apart from Walker Tours. One is Travel and Nature Odyssey for wildlife, for wildlife and nature tours. And we have the brand Ayu for the wellness tourism. And the group, we have the hotel brand of ours is Cinnamon. We got 12 resorts in Sri Lanka, and the newest edition was just opened, the Casino Hotel, the City of Dreams, which has over 800, which has 800 rooms, a shopping mall, and casino. So in Maldives also we got 4 properties under the Cinnamon brand, and we have Victoria Golf Resort in Kandy as well. And also we own a domestic airline called Cinnamon Air. So whenever there's an option for your clients, whenever there's a requirement for clients who would want to take the air option, yes, we do have our own Cinnamon Air, so we can cater to accordingly. And Why you choose Walker's Tours? Why you should choose Walker's Tours with your clients? We have been in the industry. Our company, our destination management company, is over 55 years. We have 175 plus staff working. For different markets, we have language speaking staff as well. Example, for French market, we have got French speaking staff, and for the Italian market, we've got Italian speaking staff, and we have got 250 plus chauffeur guides got license, and 450 plus of a vehicle fleet, and 24/7 airport and transport services, and language speaking to architects and guides. And apart from the insurance cover that you all have, we do have a 3 million USD cover for booking as well. So we cover whoever the client who comes with us. We do have an insurance cover of 300. We do have a cover of USD 3 million per booking. And we are an ISO company, ISO 9001 and 14001. And we have our own customer service department, whom they will help each of our clients, and we'll take all the feedback, and partnership over 600 plus hotels in the country. And of course, we are practitioners of responsible tourism. Why Sri Lanka? So we are a country, we are a diverse country. We are known for our diverse attractions, including the beautiful beaches, the lush tea plantations, historical sites, and rich wildlife, and why it makes a popular destination. I just show you a few slides. The first picture is the Temple of the Tooth. Temple of the Tooth is the place, is a sacred place in our country. The importance of it is the tooth relic of Lord Buddha is being kept at the Temple of Tooth, and we have a beautiful ceremony in August, a 10-day pageant we call the Perahera. You could see it's a cultural event. You could see elephants, you could see the dancers, and it's an annual event. It just got ended. And the next one is a famous Buddha statue in Polonnaruwa. Polonnaruwa is a 2,000-year-old site, a World UNESCO Heritage Site. And if you talk about the beaches, yes, we are surrounded by the Indian Ocean, and we got two seasons in our country. One is the West Coast, which starts from November to April, and the second one is the East Coast, which starts from May till October. So Sri Lanka is an year-round destination, can travel at any given time to our country. So based on the inter-monsoons and the seasons, we can select where are we going to head to. And if you talk about beaches, we have a beautiful and a famous beach in Arugambe. It's towards the eastern side of the country. Arugambe beach is famous for surfing, and Arugambe is among the 10 best beaches in the world for surfing. So Arugambe is there. So if you have clients who wants to do surfing, yes, we do have a place in Arugambe. And next one, the rock fortress, the Sigiri rock fortress, a 1,200 step climb, a castle built on top of the rock fortress. It has been called the eighth wonder, but yet to be announced. And Sigiri is a one famous site that you could visit. Any of a client who wants to travel to Sri Lanka, and Sigiri is a must-visit place in Sri Lanka. And of course, the cuisine, the food. As you know, we are surrounded by the Indian Ocean. We are very much famous for the seafood, and lagoon crab. The Sri Lankan crab is a famous dish that you should try out in Sri Lanka. And the wildlife. Africans, they do boast about the big five, but we do have the big five as well. We have the elephant, We have the sloth bear, we have the leopard, as I said earlier. We got the highest density, Yala National Park, we got the highest density for leopards in the whole world. And we have the water buffalo, and we have the biggest sea mammal as well. We have the biggest sea mammal. You could see the biggest mammal on planet on land and as well as the sea as well. So we have a season, we have 2 seasons. So if you travel between November to April, the season for blue whales and the whales and the dolphins are from November to April. The strike rate is over 85% for blue whales, and we are very much famous for blue whales. And CNN, they had a documentary program a couple of years back. They surpassed the sightings were over 300, and after the 300 mark, they lost count. So that's a strike rate for blue whales. And of course, elephants. We are very much famous for elephants, and you could see 100 to 200 elephants at once if you visit the Minneria National Park in the cultural hub, which most of our clients, most of our tours will have. And of course, the last slide, the scenic train ride between Hanoi to Halle, which goes on top of the 9-arch bridge. It's a scenic train ride, and it is another scenic site that we will add on to our tours. So this slide, this is the map of Sri Lanka. So Sri Lanka is a tropical country, which is just 25,000 square miles, and we are close to the equator. The average temperature is around 80 Fahrenheit, and 20% of our land is being dedicated to fauna and flora, and 70% of the people, the population belongs to Buddhist. 70% of our population are Buddhists. And this slide shows the seasons, the seasonal patterns, the seasons of each sighting, for example, for leopards, for dolphins, for whale watching, and for surfing. And as I mentioned, we have a famous place in Puttalam, towards the west coast of the country, for kite surfing as well. And as I mentioned, Arugambe is famous for surfers, and we do have the hot air ballooning and the Asala Perahera, the pageant, which I just said is happening in Kandy. And the seasonal patterns of the migratory birds, the elephant gatherings, etc. Next I'm going to do is I'm going to take you all through a tour. Now, Sri Lanka, a famous tour that which we can cater to the American market. So if you could see the slide, the day one will start with Negombo. So Negombo is closer to airport. It's just a 15 minutes drive from the airport. It's known for its scenic lagoon, and again, it's closer to the. It'll be, most of the hotels will be beachfront, and if you do want the luxury segment, the luxury hotels, we will have the luxury hotels as well. And it's a Dutch heritage and beachside charm. And you could see the hotels in Negombo. We do have the 5-star, 4-star option, the 4-star, 5-star option, as well as the luxury segment as well. The Valawa Negombo is a famous luxury boutique property, which we can accommodate. And after the day one, we will be heading to Anuradhapura on day 2. The drive time is around 4.5 to between 4 to 4.5 hours from Negombo. Anuradhapura is the sacred city of Sri Lanka. The Buddhism and the civilization, which the civilization began, with the civilization started and it began. And we call Anuradhapura the cradle of Buddhism. It's a 2,500-year-old site, ruled by the kings. And after visiting Anuradhapura, we can do the sightseeing. We can visit the temple complexes. And in Anuradhapura, we have the oldest documented tree in Anuradhapura called the tree Mahabodhi. And after that, you can visit a beautiful luxury hotel in the vicinity in the area. So in the picture, it's Uga Ulagala Resort, a luxury boutique property, and also we do have the 4 and the 5 option as well in Anuradhapura. So on day 3, we will be heading to Vilpattu National Park, the largest and the oldest national park in Sri Lanka, famous for elusive leopards, sloth bears, and natural willows, lakes, and for elephants as well. So it's just a 1 hour and 10 minutes drive approximately. After the visit to Vilpattu National Park, after enjoying the leopards and sloth bears, of course, it's a national park. It'll depend on the day, but the strike rate is very good for leopards and sloth bears and for elephants as well. Then on day 4, we will be heading to Sigiriya, the cultural triangle of Sri Lanka. It's one to almost a 2 hours drive from Anuradhapura to Sigiriya. And in the afternoon, we will take the clients to Minneri National Park. So Minneri is famous for elephants, famous for elephant gatherings. The migration takes place between May to August. So that time will be a nice time to visit Minneri because of the migration. But even at any given time, you could see elephants at Minneri National Park. We have 3 parks depending on the migration patterns. We have Minneri National Park, we have the Eco Park, and we have the Kaudulla. So it's in the close vicinity where the elephants are migrating from one place to another according to the water levels in the area. So it's world famous. It was one of world's largest elephant congregations. So then after Minneria, on day 5, we can visit the Sigiriya Rock Fortress. In the morning, it's a 1,200 step climb. You could see its ancient frescoes and one of the world's oldest landscape gardens. Just a 2.5 to 3 hour sightseeing. Then after that, we can visit the Polonnaruwa. It's another World Heritage Site, UNESCO Heritage Site. So Polonnaruwa is the capital during the medieval period, and you could see all the ruins, the Rockies, the mountains, the Buddha statues, the rock-caved Buddha statues. It's again another 2 hour site visit. And after that, we can head back to the hotel in Sigiriya. So you could see the properties we have in Sigiriya. We have 4 and 5-star properties, and apart from 4 and 5, we have the hotels which we can cater to the luxury segment as well. So in the picture, we have Sigiriya Water Garden and Villuena. So one of the famous 2 properties in the area, which can be catered to the luxury segment. And day 6, we'll be heading to Kandy. It's a 2 hour drive. So en route visiting to Kandy, we will be stopping at a spice garden in Matale. Matale is another famous place for the spices. We'll be visiting a local house, and we will do a cookery demonstration of typical Sri Lankan food. You'll get a chance to taste Sri Lankan food. And on the same day, we can visit a local house just to see how the local people are engaging, or are the locals, the living styles of locals in Sri Lanka. And you can, of course, taste some Sri Lankan food as well, and you can join with the family to do some cooking and just have a nice conversation with the family. And along with that, you could learn a step or two of traditional dancing in Sri Lanka. And day 7, in the morning, we can visit the botanical gardens and can take a walk in the candy town, and can visit a local gem shop as well. And Sri Lanka is famous for blue sapphires. Um, the ring of Princess Diana and Princess Kate um, were from Sri Lanka. So we are famous for blue sapphires, and can visit a gem shop and could see how the mining is taking place, and can get some um, idea on that as well. An afternoon, you can visit the Temple of the Tooth. Temple of the Tooth is the sacred place in Sri Lanka, where the tooth relic of Lord Buddha is kept at. And in Kandy also we do have the 4 and the 5 segment, and apart from that we have the properties could be catered to the luxury segment as well. So in the picture we have the W15 and the King's Pavilion. So one of the luxury properties we have in the area. And day 8 we'll be visiting Hatton. So Hatton is the central highlands of Hatton is located in the central highlands of Sri Lanka. So Central Highlands is the place where you get the best tea in the whole world. So our tea brand is Ceylon tea. We fetch the highest ratings in the world market. We have 3 types of tea. We have the low grown, we have the mid grown, and the high grown. The high grown is the best tea in the whole world, which have been produced in this area. And you could visit a tea factory, a tea tour, and the clients can do some tea tasting as well. And then on day 9, again, you can stay at the hotel, can relax, can do a guided tea plantation tour, a visit, and we do have some nice scenic properties in the area. One is the tea trails, and there's another famous property called Oga Halu Well. So those are ancient, those are bungalow types, luxury boutique bungalow types hotels, which have been catered to the luxury segment. And also we have Nuwarelia as well. So Nuwarelia is just a 30-kilometer drive from Hatton. And in Nuwarelia also we do have the 4 and 5-star segment, and the luxury boutique hotel segment as well. Then after Hatton on day 10, we can take the train ride. So the train ride will be on availability. The tickets on availability of the tickets, and you can do a 3 to 4 hour train journey, a scenic train journey from Hatton to Ella, and you can have a comfort stop in Ella. Can do some can relax a bit, and then you can start the journey to Yala. It's a 4.5 to 5 hour drive from Hatton to Yala. So if you have the luxury segment, we can charter Cinnamon now. We have amphibian Cessnas in our fleet, and we can charter the flight, or else we have the scheduled flight as well. So depending on the availability, we can have the scheduled flight in order to minimize the drive, or else we can do the charter flight as well. Or if you want to do a helicopter, arrange a helicopter ride, we can arrange that as well. Then on day 11, we'll be in Yala. So Yala is famous for wildlife, as I mentioned earlier. Yala has the highest density for leopards in the whole world. And you can do the safari in the afternoon, or else you can do the optional safari in the morning as well. And in Yala, again, we have some beautiful properties. We have the Wild Coast tented lodges. It's a Reliant Chateau property. And we have Fugashena huts. And apart from that, we have the 4 and the 5-star segment as well. So depending on the clientele, we can arrange the hotels accordingly. And next we head to the coastal belts, the beach side, Tangol for the beach stay. Just a 3-hour drive from Yala. And on day 13, we can visit the Gaul. It's another World UNESCO Heritage Site, Gaul Fortress, built by the Dutch. It's a famous site in Sri Lanka. And in Gaul, we do have 4- and 5-star properties. And apart from that, we have the luxury properties as well. And you can spend the morning and you can do the walk on top of the rampart and taste some Sri Lankans, taste some local food in the inside the golf fort, and spend the time there. You can enjoy the beach, and then you can head back to the hotel probably after lunch. Then on the last day, we head to Colombo, the capital of Sri Lanka. In Colombo, we can do some sightseeing of the capital. We have the Lotus Tower, we have the Parliament, we have the old Parliament, we have the Independence Square, etc., etc. And you can do some you can do a city walk in the city, and also can have the farewell dinner in Colombo before the departure. And in Colombo again, we've got 4- and 5-star segment hotels. We have many options in Colombo, and of course the boutique segment as well. In the picture you could see the Tintagel is one of the it's the house of a former prime minister in Sri Lanka who ruled the country in 1950s, called Mr. Bandaranayake. And the other one is the Uga property, Uga Residencies. So that's about the tour of Sri Lanka. It's a 13-night, 14-day tour, which covers many sites in Sri Lanka. And the only thing what we didn't do is the East Coast. So East Coast, as I said, and it will be in May to October. That's summertime for Americans and the Canadians. And if you get any inquiry between that period, we can do arrange that as well. And the beach option will be in the East Coast. We have Trincomalee, we have Pasikuda, we have Arugambi if you get any surfers, and we have, if you have any kite surfers who want to visit, we can have them in the Putlam area as well. And also, as I said, we have two seasons. So if you have and the 2 season, since I mentioned about the blue whales and the dolphins, East Coast also we have the excursion for the whale watching and for dolphins as well. So in the East Coast also you could see whales, dolphins during May to October. So if you have any visitor, any traveler who wants to enjoy wildlife, yes, we are here throughout. Then the flight options to Sri Lanka. If the clients are traveling from the West Coast, I would say Qatar Airways and Emirates would be the options for the clients to visit Sri Lanka. Qatar Airways has 5 flights per day, and the Emirates 2 flights per day. Sorry, if a traveler is from the East Coast, we can use the Qatar Airways and the Emirates. And the travelers are from the West Coast, can use Singapore Airlines, Cathay Pacific, Thai Airways, which operates to our country. And the visa requirements, I have shown the website. And the good news is the government has just announced that the visa fee will be waived off for Americans and the Canadians. So I'm waiting for the official confirmation. And so probably if that is the case, then the visa fee will be free for the travelers from US and Canada, which is a good news. So I'm waiting for the confirmation. And this is our fleet. We have got branded vehicles and the non-branded vehicles. And every vehicle, every tour provides to the nature as well. All our fleet, the fleet is all fleet is carbon neutral. All vehicles are carbon neutral. And the awards and the certifications of Walker's Tours, you could see Sri Lanka's leading destination management company. We've been the winner for during the years 2016, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and I hope in 2025 also will be the winner. So that's about my presentation about Sri Lanka, the tiny island, the pearl of the Indian Ocean, 25,000 square miles, which is close to the equator, a tropical country, and only thing what we do not have is the snow-capped mountain, I would say, as we do have got the beaches, the culture which runs over, which goes back to over 2,500 years plus, almost 3,000 years. We got the wildlife, got the beautiful beaches, and we can cater to the adventurous clients. And we have the whitewater rafting, and we have history, the culture. As I said, we are a diverse country. So yeah, it's about my presentation, and I would be happy to answer if you have any questions. Thank you very much for listening.
All right, thank you, Ritinda, for that presentation. We have two questions actually. Well, we have more than two questions. We are having some questions here from some of you. We have lost Ritinda. There has been some technical problems on his end, so he's not connected right away live. However, for those of you who were typing questions, I will make sure to pass these questions to Ritinda, and he will answer them by email to each of you. So don't worry, just expect to have a Ritinda email with the information that you are requesting for before the end of the week. The only question that I'm able to answer from the control panel is that one from Dory Peterson. Can you also do Maldives arrangements? Yes, Walker Tours can also do arrangements in the Maldives, and in fact they own a few hotels in the Maldives, so they can help you with that as well. The other questions, sorry about that, but we will make sure to send you the correct answers by email before the end of the week. So as I was mentioning at the beginning of this presentation, thank you for taking the time to join this webinar and to be interested in learning more about Walker Tours DMC and Sri Lanka. Please stay tuned, check your inbox or spam folder, because before the end of this week, we will be sending you the webinar recording, the presentation that Ritinda used for this training, as well as some digital materials from Walker Tours that you can use for your own marketing and sales purposes. You can also find this recording on our YouTube channel, Emerging Destinations 156, and we will also make sure to add this recording to our Europe Asia newsletter coming out in the next weeks. Okay, so this is all on my side. Remember that if you need to schedule a training session to go over the entire Emerging Destinations portfolio, or want to speak further about any of the partners we have in the portfolio that you can see the logos and company names on your screen now. Please feel free to reach out to me, Anna at emergingdestinations.com, and I will be more than happy to assist you. Thank you so much and have a great afternoon.